Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Valagar Aloevain. Alright, so as you guys know, the last episode kind of was a little bit rocky. We got into Cerberus and we tried and tried and failed. So what I gone was I went back to a previous save and yeah, respec'd out a little bit more. I spent a lot more time doing it. Specking out for a warrior style, and then I brought us back to here. One thing I did notice that I didn't before, while we were in this mode here, if I hit the tab to bring it up, it actually bring up all this information. Now they did have a few new sections, such as the BIOS of the gods. So I'll give, just kind of didn't really have much, but kind of give basically a a historical reference of the mythos of these gods. There were a couple new audio files from Abstergo.
Hello, Miss Hassan. Nice trick with the fake USB key. Almost inconvenienced Abstergo headquarters. Your pranks are amusing as always.
Alright, so as you can see, like, they didn't really, like, even in the other two, they don't really go into anything important. And then with their emails, again, nothing really new. Alright, so I just wanted to point that out, as I did run into that as I tried to update from this page here. And I didn't check over here. There's anything we can click on, which, whoa, apparently isn't. Alright, so I already did a hard save here, and I'm going to do another one after showing you guys that. Right here. And yeah.
That wasn't so long of a wait, was it? I've patched the memories, and we're good to go back in the simulation.
With Abstergo on our tails, we have to move fast. You can't blame me for being eager to get going.
I won't blame you if you don't blame me for what happened earlier. It's just, Atlantis isn't our little secret anymore. Let's try to move on, shall we?
Victoria, you have to trust me in there. I know what I'm doing.
We're friends, Layla. But more than that, I'm your doctor. I can't ignore what's happening to your body when you're in there. Something is really off.
I'm fine. I don't know how much more doctor talk I can take.
Ugh, I'll never get used to that.
You know what? We
She
already
comes out of
did
nowhere.
listen to this.
Glad you're back.
Kinda
Bet even you
skip
didn't.
this
It's not
here.
exact. After that client, I got tried.
I mean, if you guys want to watch that, that's at the towards the end of the last video. But just for the sake of keeping things going as quick as we can, because we do still have that real hard boss fight ahead of us. Did want to do that as quick as possible. Alright, well, wish us luck. I do kind of know his, I guess, his attacks now a little bit more than I did when he, well, handed our butts to us, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Rose! What happened to you? I won't be stopped. Fucking dog!
Yeah, still hurts, and I do notice that I still have that one ability that I don't want, so I'm gonna do right at the beginning. So we have that our adrenaline pumping. We got that what is it? Battle cry or battle stance of Ares. Or I didn't want to have the adrenaline, the overload for it. But apparently I did forget to take that one off. don't actually have a third ability here. What I should do is get this one. What is our assassin damage? I mean, it's not really that great to begin with. You know what? We could put poison damage, and it's not much, but poison damage does weaken attacks. Except I can't, because I don't have any poison.
Rose! What happened to you?
Second time you did that, you missed.
It's no good.
All right.
Be stopped by a fucking dog!
We did it, second try. Well, tonight. Kind of feel a little bad for Ross, though.
Protect the unseen that others wish they saw.
Again, still feel a little bad about the dog. But do want to check. They did. So this is that helmet that goes with that set. Alright, so I'm just gonna head back to this one here, and then that looks actually real cool. Oh, I'm real happy with that set. And then we got a new scepter too. Staff of the Dead, Hunter, Poison, Tamed Beast, Steel Oh man. Oh, that looks so cool. Alright, that's it. My next build, I'm gonna be like a pet build and go fully out there with the bird and the poison dead. Oh man. Yep. That's settled. Which one did I swap? This one's that would be this dagger. Yep, it's happening. Alright, so these are all the bonus contents that I had purchased. I'm not too sure why they're showing up now, but they are. Alright, so the only quest we got left is to enter the Underworld. Ooh. Hard fought fight, though I am glad it only took one extra try there.
You reek of mortal.
Hades.
The last mortal to dance with Cerberus and live was Heracles. But then he had Athena and Hermes wrapped around his mighty finger. So tell me, who's wrapped around your finger? Which god helped you slay my beast?
I am Cassandra of Sparta, bearer of the Eagle of Zeus, keeper of the Staff of Hermes, wielder of the Spear of...
So you have friends in high places, I see. No matter. You're in my realm now. And I'd say you owe me, Keeper.
It wasn't my plan to be thrown down that hole, but here I am. What do you want from me?
Thanks to you, my realm is more chaotic than ever. With Cerberus gone, there is nothing to stop the dead from crossing over to the world of the living.
So find another dog.
You find another dog! I'm sorry you had to see that. The blood runs hot in my family. You did this, so I think it's only fair that you fix it.
Fine. Tell me where you keep the multi-headed monsters around here, and I'll be right back.
No, my dear keeper. My realm, my rules. I have 4 gates. Instead of 1 guardian for them all, I want you to find me 4 guardians. 1 for each of them. The Underworld is filled with kings, heroes, legends, all lost, all trying to find purpose. You could give them that purpose.
The Cerberus was a fierce guardian. What human could replace him?
No human could. A legend, though, immortal in the minds of the living, would strike terror in any who dare to cross over. Find me 4 of those.
And if I don't find these guardians, then what?
Boundaries between the world of the living and the realm of the dead will melt. The vile creatures locked away in Tartaros will roam free. Mortal souls will wander lost for eternity. And I will be very, very angry with you.
Teach me how to use this stuff, and it's a deal.
Ah, yes. The trials of the Keeper. I've already heard how you'll stop at nothing to figure out that boring little stick of yours.
This boring little stick.
Tell you what. Go talk to my ferryman, Charon. Help him put things back in order, and I'll help you fulfill your destiny. See what you've done? These are everywhere now. Fix it.
Oh, I'll fix it.
My brother and I have a little wager on whether or not you'll succeed in your quest. Don't let me down. You don't want to owe me twice.
Have I ever said how much I hate these guys?
What were those things?
Dual wielding.
Why did I feel so weak?
just take a look at our map here. Well, it's not as big as the other one, so that's not too bad. There's still a lot of areas to explore, and we've got a portal rev up there too. Alright, well, what other quests do we have, and what kind of goodies are you going to give us with this one? Experience, experience, experience. Just kind of hoping for more name loot, but you know, like, I'll take what I can get. Alright. Yeah. Ooh, more cutscenes. Kind of liking the look of this place, but that's just me.
The air is thick here. Oh, it's hard to breathe.
No kidding. Also seems these Tartarus rifts are also give me massive points to spend here. Okay, new symbol, kind of. That symbol is. Yeah, okay, so before I do anything, I think we should have two shot on and see what he has to say. They'll definitely explain these
How was my day?
symbols.
Well, I killed a three-headed beast, got yelled at by Hades, and now I'm on my way to meet the ferryman of the Underworld. How was yours?
Oh, she's so sassy. No, yeah, I think if we head here, it'll explain a little bit more about the area and what we need to do. Definitely we'll be heading to grab that waypoint as soon as we finish talking here, or at least one of them. Preferably both as we explore
Sun
the
gives
area.
off no warmth. Are you the ferryman?
A busy ferryman. Someone just had to kill the guardian of the gate, and now I'm up to my eyeballs in rotting newcomers. So, unless some god sent you to plug all the holes and clean up the mess between the realms, I don't want anything to do with you.
It just so happens that Hades sent me.
What did a shiny, living fleshling like you do to end up in debt to the god of the underworld?
I, may have killed Cerberus.
Well, now that Hades' big dog is dead, rifts have opened all across the underworld. My passengers are being attacked by prisoners of Tartaros and all of his little dogs.
Listen, I have to find 4 guardians to protect the gates and close the rifts. Hades said you'd need my help.
Unbelievable. He sends a fleshling through the underworld to fix a problem only the dead can solve.
Only the dead can solve. So that's why I felt so weak when I fought those things.
The last fleshling who worked for Hades wore a special suit of armor, but he's been torn to shreds. Now the armor's been scattered across the realm.
My mother told me my path would be tough, but she never prepared me for this.
And you're going to have to fight some pretty vengeful warriors to collect 4 of the pieces. The 5th, a set of gauntlets, has gone missing. You'll do fine.
He doesn't sound so sure.
What makes this armor I need so special?
Forged on the bronze anvil that fell into Tartaros, it allows fleshlings like yourself to see things they shouldn't see, and go places they shouldn't go.
Of course, Hades never mentioned this.
He's very selective.
You said something about prisoners.
The Underworld's most horrific offenders are locked away in the prison of Tartaros. Many have escaped through the rifts, and are putting the rest of us, hard-working, dedicated, passionate souls, in peril.
What did you mean, exactly, when you said little dogs?
The hounds of Hades. Nasty little creatures who hunt and destroy the lost souls who weren't granted passage across the Styx by yours truly.
Time to put this place back in order.
All you need to do is collect some armor, defeat angry warriors, and find 4 guardians to protect the underworld.
Right.
Seeing as you're new here, I'll give you some advice. The Barren Pond, the Eternal Battlefield, and Hades Palace are all excellent places to start. And if you happen to have any spare time, I've got some work for you as well.
Alright, well, I guess we've got some new quests to do. Poisoner. Alright. The last piece can only be found by helping an old acquaintance. Huh. Alright, well I think the first thing we should be doing here is finding these pieces of armor? But I mean, he did kind of say, but he didn't really say where we're supposed to go. Alright, here. So we got a couple quests here. Alright, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head over to our waypoint here. Why do I have this horse? Oh well. Sorry, lady. I'm going the wrong way. I'm anxious to see what these enemies look like. Well, kind of anxious. At the same time, also kind of don't want to. And I wonder if we're going to get any new Keeper's Insights. That'll be interesting if we can. So far, really enjoying it. Elysium was a beautiful, beautiful paradise. This is really, well, the exact opposite. It's a very barren, desolate. I like it. Alright, so we got that waypoint. Next, I'll head down to the quest, I guess. But I will bring a horse, and not this one. Something with wings. That way I can do stupid things. You know, like this. Oh.
A set of footprints. Too small to be an adult.
God, I hope it's not Phoebe.
What could those bones belong to? Dolls? In the Underworld? What's this? A message.
Yeah, I have no idea. It said around the center. We'll put it maybe here. I guess it all depends on how they define the center. Okay, that's just kind of cool. I guess that is the hound that they are talking about. Kind of cool looking.
Is there something you need? Good to see you.
I was hoping maybe he had something named, but... Alright, so we got the quest for the lost child. Oh yeah, that hurts. I mean, I was pretty sure it was gonna hurt, but... Sometimes there's no way of knowing without plunging in. Hades really does love her, but the problem is... Yeah... Ooh, new lease for death.
Hades' palace. And those must be the escaped prisoners of Tartarus Charon spoke of.
Seems the only place there's any green here at all. I don't know if I should say this, especially in Hades' presence, but dude, I just climbed your wife. Alright, so while we're here, Might as well complete this optional to
It's our hero.
defeat
He's
them.
here to rescue us from the prisoners of Tartaros.
He. No idea who he is, but maybe it's Brasidas. Maybe it's loading time.
Cassandra? I don't believe my eyes.
Oh
Alpino.
God.
The fates have mercy after all. Oh, Mystios, your appearance is what I've been waiting for.
Funny. You're the last person I want to see.
Of course, of course. Our parting terms were less than amicable,
You sent me to kill my father and tried to kill me.
which I now regret deeply. Seeing the underworld torn apart by chaos has shown me the error of my ways.
Enough talk. If you want me to believe your change of heart, prove it with action.
Of course, I'd expect nothing less.
What a mess. Elpinor, I expect this to be cleaned up.
Of course, Hades.
And consider finding a more permanent solution to the Monger's attacks while you're at it.
The Mongers here too?
The Monger escaped Tartaros. He's continuing the cult's work by recruiting other escaped prisoners as they exit the rifts.
I've seen them. They put up a good fight.
We've captured one of them, but he won't tell me where the Monger is hiding. Threaten him, perhaps?
What makes you think I'd help you?
Hades and I are close, and you need him to teach you about your staff. Helping me helps Hades. He'll appreciate this, Cassandra. As would I, of course.
Fine. But I'm doing this for myself.
Huh. Didn't expect him to be a good guy now.
By Zeus, not you again, Elpinor. I've heard enough of your spineless posturings to last 2 lifetimes.
Sounds like you and I are on the same side. I can't stand Elpinor either.
You two seem pretty friendly to me.
I'm the one who sent him here in the first place.
He's a traitor to the Monger's cause.
Tell me where the Monger's hiding, and I'll deliver Elpinor to him myself.
All right, fine, fine. If only to shut you up. He's hiding out in the lost temple of Nyx. You'll never be able to take him down anyway.
Exceptional. I've been tracking the Monger from the moment the rifts appeared. There's just one problem. The lost temple of Nyx is behind the veil.
The Veil?
Since Cerberus was killed, it spilled out into the Underworld. The Veil of Tartarus was created to keep out living mortals, so that only those beyond redemption could enter the prison of the wicked.
Which means you'll make it through just fine. But Charon said I would need armor.
Yes, the armor of the fallen. Lucky for you, I may be able to help so we can both infiltrate the Monger's hideout.
You want to storm the Monger's hideout together?
Of course, a chance to fight alongside the mighty Eagle Bearer. No one would turn that down. Besides, this is my opportunity to prove that I've changed.
Charon already told me that 4 of the armor pieces are guarded by the Fallen, but that the gauntlets were lost long ago.
Charon tends to confuse lost with misplaced. Rest assured, I will help you find the gauntlets. Meet me at Kronos' treasury.
Okay, well, that was, I guess, the misplaced. Oh. Makes us a see. This area, it's definitely seeming like we can just stick to the melee style. Seems very doable, whereas Elysium was not so much. So I wonder if... What I'm wondering is, I know, like they said way at the beginning, that there was 3 portals we had to go through. I'm assuming Elysium was the first, this will be the second, and I don't know what the third is going to be like. I have no idea. But what I'm wondering is if each area is going to give us a different kind of set. So the first one was an assassin. I really hope this was like a warrior style, because first off, love the Underworld. It's kind of me and the Places of Death kind of have a personal history, and you know, I really enjoy it. I don't want to get into that on the video here, but if you guys want to know more, feel free to private message me. And yeah. Alright, well, here we are.
Cassandra, I'm glad you've come.
Would you blame me if I didn't?
I learn your trust in time, and we can begin that process now. This door will lead us to Kronos' treasury, where the gauntlets you'll need are stored. I have the key here.
If you want me to trust you, you have to start being honest with me. Why do you have the key?
Hades had me tidy the treasury for him once.
It isn't wise to steal from the Titans.
The Titans fell long ago. No harm in using their tools to put a stop to the Monger.
So what? You're Hades' housekeeper now?
I like to work for him only on occasion, that is all. Think of me as his mentee.
Hades doesn't strike me as the mentoring type.
There's much about Hades that you don't understand.
I'll need those gauntlets if we want to catch the Monger.
My thoughts exactly. I'll offer my assistance as your personal guide through the treasury.
Let's just get this over with.
Of course, Misthios. Whatever you need.
Yeah, still not trusting him.
Tread carefully. The prisoners of Tartarus have been known to attack this cave.
what I should do while I'm thinking of it here is grab our ability to break shields. And put that in the slot there. We just got one more tier to it. And
It
then
looks
we'll
as
have
though
all
this path can be cleared from the other side. If you wouldn't mind climbing across and letting me pass.
I might consider it. Then again, I might not. I'll see how I feel when I get there.
wondering what I'm doing. I saw a treasure chest and I kinda want it. If nothing else to get the points for completion so we don't have to come back.
I do hope you're clearing the path for me.
Can I push him into the water? And I know it's not water. It's just red water. That's all. I'm liking that it seems while we were in there all the arrows were like flaming arrows. I'm chalking that up too because it's so hot, everything's on fire.
Well done. Now clear the path and I can join you. Perfect.
Still don't know
Now
how I
let's
feel
get
about
to the treasury.
him
So,
helping him.
how's working for the god of the dead?
You really want to know?
Try me.
All the myths and stories don't come close to doing Hades justice. He's cunning, inspiring, a true architect of life, and also of death. He's everything I aspire to be.
Yeah, and see, that's the problem I have, is that he's basically like your tutor, and I don't know how I feel about that.
What is this place?
Kronos' treasury. Kronos hid all his worldly possessions here, far away from the sounds that had been prophesied to be his undoing.
It was my favorite story as a child.
All the myths, stories, and epics told throughout the generations were transpiring beneath us all along. And now we get to play among the gods, together.
Let's find the gauntlets quickly.
Over here.
These gauntlets will help me get past the veil. Thanks for your help.
My pleasure, of course.
All right. Let's get out of here.
We make a great pair.
Alright, gotta see what they do. Hunter damage. That's what it allows us. That symbol on that thing, it's a veil. This will allow us to go in, and this seems to be hunters, so that'll be an interesting set for us.
Meet me at the lost temple of Nyx when you're ready to take on the Monger.
Alright, so it'll probably be... Poisoner of Athens. It's showing me exactly where he is. That's a cool looking helmet. He needs to die. So what I'm gonna do here is we'll fast travel out, and unfortunately I'll leave this video off right here. So a lot happened. We were able to beat Cerberus, which yay, got some cool new weapons, and oh dear god, that is bright. Got a cool new staff, and you know, this next new set for this expansion, so I'm anxious to get into that and start building that one up. Yeah, thank you guys all for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one all.